The start of spring. As old saying goes, a year's plan starts with spring. The start of spring has been a major festival since ancient times. Li means beginning, and spring suggests warmth. With birds, tweets, and fragrance of flower, spring is also a time for growth, when cultivation and sowing taking place. Since the Qin dynasty, start of spring has been taken as the beginning of spring in China. The customs of welcoming the spring on this day has a history of more than 3,000 years. On this day, the emperor would go to the eastern suburbs for the ritual of welcoming spring and pray for a good harvest. When he came back, he would also reward all the ministers and publish some beneficial policies to the people. The start of spring falls on one day from February 3rd to 5th. It is the first of the 24 solar terms in the lunar calendar. People believe spring means that everything grows and it's time for farmers to sow seeds. Let's take a further look at the start of spring. Planning for agricultural production. After the start of spring, the coldness dissipates and the warmth grows. The temperature rises and the soil thaws. It's time for spring plowing and sowing again. As the saying goes, the start of spring is the beginning of a year. We should make early plans for planting. After the start of spring, farmers prepare seeds and spring plowing production material. When the temperature is warm enough, they will soon carry out the spring plowing and sowing. Healthcare instructions. In terms of healthcare, it is mainly to protect the liver. People should also comply with the law of nature. Early to bed, early to rise. Keep an open mind and a cheerful mood. For a period of time after the start of spring, the temperature is still variable. Beware of the invasion of the late spring cold. To sterilize and prevent cold, you can eat garlic, onions, celery, and other foods in your diet. In addition, it is drier after the beginning of spring. Drinking jasmine tea can help dispel the cold and evil spirit accumulated in the human body in winter. The Spring Parade. Apart from organized activities by authorities, local communities will also dress up for their own parades. A harbinger of spring would dress up as roosters and walked at the forefront of the team, followed by a group of people carrying a huge image of spring cattle. After them, other people would dress as shepherd boys who pull cattle, big-headed dolls to send spring peaches, or even swallows. The parade is a sign that it's time for spring outings. The best time for spring traveling will last until the Dragon Boat Festival. Spring is wonderful, but also short. The start of spring is also like the beginning of life. Good time is fleeting, and how can we not cherish them?